Every once in a while, I come across a song that really floors me in a powerful way. And this song right here, called Bad News from Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, and a guy I never heard of named Madchild, is one of those songs. And I'm going to talk to you about this in great detail. I have not actually seen the video yet. However, I have listened to the song at least 40 times in the last 48 hours. I know the song really is a powerful song. It's a great track. I'm going to cover it in great detail with the lyrics, and we're going to start right now. Hey, my name is Kyle, and welcome to the channel. We take pop culture and politics, and we filter it to you right. Here, I'm going to go over the song called Bad News from Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, and Madchild. And this song, like I said before, I've heard it a lot of times. I have not seen the video, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this thing looks like, because I know Nova, his girlfriend, Tom's girlfriend, is in the song, but I don't know if it's her. And I think it's her. I mean, this is a voice box, so I'm assuming it's her. And there's reason for that in the lyrics of why I think it's her. But just to show you that I don't know anything about this video, but the song itself is very powerful. I know the words extremely well, and I want to cover that because even though they're not overtly conservative, theme-minded, narrative messaging, it does show us the mindset of Tom and Nova and this guy Madchild coming up into this industry of entertainment, where I feel it's so important for conservatives or conservative-leaning people to push those messages out in an era where everything is negative, everything's slanted to the left, where people, young people particularly, do not get their news anymore from the newspaper, from that. They're getting it from Facebook, they're getting it from YouTube, they're getting it from entertainment, they're getting it from Comedy Central, etc. And so that's why I think it's so important on the conservative take to go over this. And so with no further ado, let's kick this song off right now.
Mama, I got bad news, bad news. I've been rolling with some bad dudes, bad dudes.
All right, so here we have some imaging here. I guess this is Madchild to the left, and of course Tom MacDonald right in the center, with Nova to his left. And so, look guys, this automatically, I like the coloring. It's, well, we'll get to that more, I guess, when I see more of it. However, you know, they're brightly colored, which the song lyrics are very, very dark. They are. And so just as a quick warning to those who are listening to this, there's a few profanities which I bleeped out in the lyrics, but they're in the song itself that I'm not going to cut out. But yet it's fast enough that I think it's okay. But just so parents who watching this, they know, just keep it real, all right? That's just what's there. But I don't think it's bad enough to not put it in this particular video. Anyway, let's go on to this. It says here, I've been running with some bad dudes. And he's saying, look, you know, he's calling his mom, okay? And we'll get to that in a second here. That's part of the lyrics. So let's just keep going here real quickly.
I've been trying to get a bag too. I'm just doing what I
So obviously he's trying to get a bag, which we know what that means.
have to. I said, Mama, I got bad news, bad moods every day, brand new.
Did you catch him in the phone booth? He was at a phone booth. And for those who don't know, who are too young to understand what a phone booth is a device where people could go and lock themselves in or close themselves in and call somebody on the phone. They put some money in and you can call somebody. So he's at a phone booth. Typically what that means is you're at a remote location. He's saying he's in trouble and he's calling his mother. And that's an important thing to say, because from a mother's perspective, which I'm not a mother, to her son, because my wife's relationship with my son is very special. And so for a guy to call his mom saying, hey mom, I got some bad news, it's not a call that any parent wants to hear.
Tattoos on my face, sad dude, with a head full of rain. I just want to make it rain, Mama, I will be okay.
He's telling him, look, mom's going to be okay. He's telling him he's getting tattoos on his face every day, which means he's going through some pain, which is what he's conveying here. And so it's just starting off really, really dark.
I feel like I might break
There we go. There's the picture here.
right now. I feel like making a mistake right now.
He's talking about making a mistake now. He's thinking about doing harm to himself, it sounds like.
I just need a cake right now. I blow out all the candles in my brains right now.
See, again, self-harm is going on there. So yeah, and Tom MacDonald has been very, very open with his mental health and how that's affected him and the thoughts that he's had for self-harm. So again, it's something, a call that a parent does not want to hear.
I'm so tired of flexing. I got a minor confession, like I might die from depression. Like, whoa, I look good on the gram, but you know anyone can.
And here, this is cool. Here it says, I'm tired of flexing, which basically means he's tired of putting on a facade. You see, he's flexing his muscles, or flexing his facade. And he's got a minor confession here that all this stuff is just a facade, and he's actually, in a depressive state. And that even though he looks good on Instagram, anybody can. I like that, because when you look at someone on the street, they're either doing better or worse than what you think they're doing.
And I'll keep it a grand. Mama, I got bad news. Bad news. I've been rolling with some bad dudes. Bad dudes. I've been trying to get a bag too.
Okay, here we have a shot here. Come here.
Bag too. I'm just doing what I.
Okay, here we have a shot here. There's a in the desert. Looks like there's a car behind them, and Madchild to my left, and you have center. I just say center left, and you have Tom MacDonald in the center, and of course Nova over here dancing to the right. And again, this is a pull shot, which is, I'm not sure that means anything, but it is. So I guess you can see the background where they are, and they're in the desert.
I have to. I said, Mama, I got bad news. Bad moods every day. Brand new tattoos on my face. Sad dude with a head full of rain. I just wanna make it rain, Mama.
Okay, so right now the colors are really muted here, but the colors that they're wearing are bright and vibrant, but the actual mood of it is muted. So I think that's interesting. There's just like something under the surface in terms of what's going on with the song, in terms of what's going on with the lyrics of the song. Even though the music's uplifting, the piano hook in there when you first hit the chorus is really, really wonderful how it's arranged. But it's all hip, it's all happening. They're dancing, they're wearing colorful stuff, but the actual colors are washed out, which to me tells me that there's something else under the surface about the song that is a little bit more dark, and that's exactly right if you look at the lyrics.
I will be okay.
Mama, I got bad news. Bad news. You should go and wake up dad too. Dad too. Think there's nothing you're saying.
So this is Madchild here. He says, Mom, I got some bad news. He's calling his mom too. He's saying, hey, you should go and wake up dad too. So basically, this is important enough that somebody had to get both people up. Can't lose. I've been popping pills and mad booze and all that. So yeah, so he's having some issues as well. I don't know his story, but I'm imagining it's pretty similar to
Can't lose. I've been popping pills with mad booze. The side troll with my rap crew. Mad goons in my place. Cash rules. Smash dudes. Catch a can.
So basically, he's out there doing, a lot of. He's got a crew that are goons there, and he's actually. I'm not sure what cash rules means, but he's smashing dudes. He's fighting. He's caught a case legally from the legal system, so he's got in trouble with the law.
If they have to, all my friends are full of rage. I'm so tired of all the pain. Mama, tell me it's okay.
Now, in this case, he says, Mama, tell me it's okay, and not Mama, it's going to be okay. So he said, wake up, Mom, wake up, Dad. I got stuff going on here. I'm getting into fights. I'm in legal issues here, legal troubles. I'm trying to do all these things in terms of illegal substances into my system. And now I'm in so much pain. Mama, please tell me it's okay. Again, it's elevating in terms of the severity of what's going on from a son talking to his mom saying it's going to be okay. Things are happening. I got some bad news. To a person saying, Mom, wake up Dad as well. And I don't know if it's going to be okay, but please tell me it's going to be okay. So it's escalating in the severity of the song.
Feel like I'm alone right now. I don't even have a home right now.
And right here he says he doesn't even have a home. He's homeless. And he has nobody he can trust. And to me, not having somebody you can trust is one of the worst things that you could possibly have for somebody, because, then you're always looking over your shoulder, and if nobody can help you, then you can't be helped, because people in this situation, they need help. They need help. And if they can't trust somebody, then it just puts them in a downward spiral if they keep getting betrayed. And it's a bad place to be.
No one I can trust right now. Cops are at my door like they gon' bust it down. So sick of the hustling and all the fake introductions where people make their assumptions.
So he's saying that, again, legal trouble, cops are, harassing them for whatever reason. And he's saying that the fake introductions, again, people are just tired of being fake. And when people see you, they're making assumptions, and he just doesn't like it. And that's another thing that I was saying before on another wall, I think on Facebook, I said that people who are used to people being fake all the time, that when you tell them the truth in a matter-of-fact manner, they think you're being abusive. And so that's the society we're living in, and he's conveying that right now, that everyone's being fake, and we're tired of it.
I feel like life isn't real, like I might get killed, I keep it a bill.
Mama, I got bad.
And so he's actually fearing for his life as well. Again, a horrible call for a mother to get. Now, the next call, which I'm thinking is going to be Nova, check out what she does, how she escalates that even further.
Bad news, I've been rolling with some bad news. Bad news.
Okay, let's look at some of the, I like these, I just love the arrangement here. Again, the colors that are muted with the happy song, it really should be a much brighter thing. It should be much more, it should be on Nickelodeon, or it should be, on a Saturday morning type deal in terms of the way the sound is, the way the music is, the track with, again, the piano, the light piano at the top register of the song. Not to mention you have the colorful outfits and the dancing, and all of that is just, so happy-go-lucky. Partridge Family, mind you, because there was even a disco ball in the last scene, which reminds me of the 70s. So they're conveying that. But again, the washed out colors tells me that there's something under the surface that needs to be addressed.
I've been trying to get back to. I'm just doing what I have to. I said, Mama, I got bad news, bad mood.
So he's saying, he's got bad news, repeating. And here I'll say, he says later, he says, I just want to make it rain, which basically he's saying is, I want to be successful. Making it rain, for those who don't know, means having enough money that you can throw it in the club, making it rain, so that you can basically throw money away, essentially. And that's what he wants to do. But he's saying, Mama, I'm going to be okay because I'm going to get through this. This is going to work. And I think this is what Tom MacDonald's story is. If you know Tom MacDonald's story, let me know, because I don't fully know it. And that's by design. I could do it myself, but I want to be, like I said, again, a person coming in for the first time saying this, with a totally honest opinion. So that's what I'm trying to do here, guys.
Every day, brand new tattoos on my face. Sad dude with a head full of rain. I just want to make it rain, Mama.
What does head full of rain mean? What does that mean, guys? What does head full of rain mean? But I just want to make it rain. I know what that means, but what does head full of rain mean?
I will be okay.
Daddy, I got bad news.
All right, so it is Nova. This, I figured it was. She's using a voice box to make her voice sound deeper. And now she's saying, look, Daddy, I got bad news. So she's calling the opposite sex of her parents, which is, again, the relationship between a mother and her son is just as powerful as a daughter and her father. And now she's in the phone booth saying she's in trouble, calling her father, saying she's got bad news. And that's, as a father, I can speak to this firsthand. This is not a call any dad wants to hear.
Bad news, fell in love with a rap dude, blew a couple on the ground, oh, got the haters.
So basically, she's dealing with, a bad guy in terms of fathers don't want their daughters dating, the bad kid in school. You want them to date the good kid in school, but that's what she did, and dads don't want to hear that. So that's what she's saying here. She said she blew a couple on the gram, which I'm not sure what that means. I guess, well, let me know what that means. And she said, got the haters in a bad mood. But Daddy, I've got some bad news, bad blue. So she's not feeling well in terms of her mental state. So let's keep going.
In a bad mood, but Daddy, I got bad news, bad blues every day. Can't move, but I swear I'll be okay.
So she's saying she swears she'll be okay, which it's not quite as, to me, it's not as quite as assuring as saying, Mom, it's going to be okay. But that's sort of the same message she's trying to give. But again, I think this is escalating it to another level, because I think dads have a harder time dealing with a daughter who's struggling. I can't speak directly on this, but I don't know. Maybe it's the same. But to me personally, it's escalated, because a daughter being in trouble is like the worst thing that I can imagine, and I would do anything I can to help my daughter through whatever is going on with her.
I have to, I ain't lying, it's just bad truths. I've been in a bad way.
In a bad way.
Don't
Okay, she's a pretty good dancer. Okay, I like she's dancing here. It's good. Let's just keep going here to the chorus.
I'm not dead. I turn the gun.
She says she's not dead, which is good. She said, "Don't." I mean, hey, that's good. And of course, that's pretty dark right there. That lyric right there is very dark. I'm not going to say it because YouTube will cut it out. But if there's an issue, I recommend people to first go to. I don't know where people are, but God is the first place I would go to. Cry out to Him if you have issues, but also seek immediate help in terms of that, because you have to be around to seek God before you can actually seek God, because you got to be alive first. So seek that first. I'll put some links here below if you're suffering to any of that right now. But I would say cry out to God for mercy, and He will answer you because that's what He does. So.
At my head. Mama, please don't be upset. Trying to live my life with no regrets. My life look perfect, I admit it. I have it all, I don't want it.
She says, I have it all, but I don't want this. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm not sure if this means after. I'm not sure what that means at all, but if you know Nova's story, let me know about that as well.
I'm feeling all out of luck, but no one to trust. I keep it a buck.
So there we go. With no one to trust. That's the repeated thing in here from, I think Madchild said that, there's nobody to trust. And again, that's really, really hard place to be if you're trying to help yourself out of a situation, because if you can't trust a person to help you out, then you're going to stay there constantly.
Mama, I got bad news, bad news.
Okay, here we go to the main track here. Quick cuts on top of the car like that. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot. Now, again, you see what I'm saying in terms of the lyrics, the lyrics as a contrast with the actual song and the setting. To me, that should be pretty apparent to me. I think it really is.
I'm just doing what I have to. I have to. I said, Mama, I got bad moods every day.
I like the slow cuts. It's really well directed, and I'm hearing that Nova does all this stuff, and I think she's a brilliant mind. She's got a good eye on all this, and it's obviously that whoever wrote the song, which I'm thinking Tom wrote it, obviously, but they're working together in terms of how to convey the message to the screen. I think they do a really, really wonderful job.
No tattoos on my face, sad dude, with a head full of rain. I just wanna make it rain, Mama, I will be okay.
So there you have it. That is Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, and Madchild in Bad News. It came out in January of 2020, and we all know back then there was some bad news going down. So what are your thoughts on this particular song? Did I break down the lyrics enough for you? Let me know. And also, what do you think about this type of reaction where I actually go in the past and pick up a song and bring it into today? I did it once before, but haven't done it since. But also, number two, what do you think about me actually hearing the song first and reacting to it, knowing the lyrics, knowing what's coming up, and then be able to dedicate the actual reaction on the video itself? What are your thoughts on that? Some people want me to do it fresh from scratch, not knowing anything. Let me know what you prefer, and I will check it out, and I'll do it. Either way, it's fine, but I think it's easier in some ways to do it this way, but it takes more time because I actually have to listen to the song and analyze it. So either way, it's whatever you guys like. I will pretty much consider doing it that way. And also, I'd like to give a special shout out to my friends on Instagram, Jolene. She reacted to the song as well on her post, and I felt, you know what, I should probably do a reaction to this as well. And so thanks for that. And so with that, if you like what we're doing this channel, we take pop culture and politics and filter to you in a conservative manner, then please check out some more videos that we have for you right here.